The story of the Titanic is widely known, mostly through the 1997 movie. Titanic more than a love story. Although the movie focuses on Jack and Rose's romance, the real story should be seen as one of engineering flaws, management mistakes, and natural challenges. The scientific details behind the disaster reveal that many mistakes could have been avoided. Titanic and its sister ships, Olympic-class ships. The Titanic, Olympic, and Britannic were created to be the largest passenger ships of their time. Britannic was sunk by a German mine during World War I, though many lives were saved due to better lifeboat arrangements and quick rescue efforts. The Olympic managed to avoid disaster, though it remained in the shadow of the Titanic's fame. Critical design and construction flaws, partition wall error. To allow for grand staircases, the bulkheads dividing the compartments were built too low, only 3 meters above the waterline. This flaw made it easier for water to flood multiple compartments, accelerating the sinking. Lifeboat reduction. Titanic's deck was originally designed to carry 64 lifeboats, but the number was reduced to 16 lifeboats and 4 collapsible boats to improve the ship's appearance. As a result, only 1,178 people could be accommodated, 53% of the total onboard passengers. Weak iron rivets. Iron rivets were used in the bow due to space constraints, as steel rivets could not be installed properly. These weaker rivets split under pressure, allowing the hull to crack open like a zipper during the collision. A series of unfortunate events. Titanic's departure was postponed by 1 month due to urgent repairs required for its sister ship, the Olympic, after a collision with HMS Hawke. A key to the binoculars locker was accidentally taken by David Blair, a dismissed officer, leaving the lookout crew without binoculars. Several iceberg warnings from other ships, including the SS Californian, were ignored as Titanic's radio operator was overwhelmed with passenger messages. In frustration, the Californian's radio operator switched off communication. April 14, 1912. The iceberg was spotted only 300 meters ahead, leaving the crew with just 37 seconds to react. Incorrect maneuver. Instead of colliding head-on, the ship was steered to the left, causing the iceberg to scrape along the side. This opened cracks in 5 compartments, allowing water to flood the ship at a rate of 7 tons per second. Chaos during the sinking. Lifeboat mismanagement. Lifeboats were launched half-empty because orders to prioritize women and children were misinterpreted. Many fathers were denied access, which increased the number of male casualties. Passengers' fate. Many passengers jumped into the -2 degrees Celsius water and froze to death within minutes. The ship broke in half before sinking, trapping passengers in the lower decks. Missed rescue opportunity. The SS Californian, the closest ship, ignored distress signals after communication had been cut off earlier. The RMS Carpathia arrived 3 to 4 hours later, but by then the Titanic had already sunk. Lessons learned. An ice patrol was established to monitor icebergs in the North Atlantic. Changes in maritime law. Lifeboat capacity was required to match the number of passengers on board. Radio communication was mandated to remain active throughout voyages. Improved ship design partition walls were made taller, and stronger materials were selected for construction. Reflection on Titanic's legacy. Even though larger ships like the Seawise Giant have been built, the Titanic's story continues to resonate because of its tragic impact. The disaster occurred due to avoidable mistakes, including flawed design, communication errors, and poor decision-making, along with unlucky circumstances. Conclusion. The Titanic did not sink simply because it hit an iceberg. It sank because of design flaws, weak materials, and preventable errors. Though shipbuilding has advanced, the legacy of the Titanic endures, serving as a reminder of the consequences of negligence.